Welcome to 2K Sports. In this probably DB is the most intense part of the regular season. Some teams are all in on a playoff push.
This is the point in the year where everybody, absolutely everybody, is looking at the standings and the potential matchups facing them in the postseason. They are sharpening skills and minds.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. We've got Allen. Banchero is out there with Dunleavy. Then it's Nash. And it's Sampson in at the 5 spot. George with the bucket.
And keep an eye out for George from deep. Tons of room to grow there.
Nash against Holiday. Releases. Rebounded by Allen. Pulling the pass to Holiday. Siakam sets a screen for Holiday. That 3 off the mark. We're about 1 minute into the first. Allen outside. Dunleavy for 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. Indiana's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to George. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. George has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Pacers. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Dunleavy kicks to Nash. And another miss by Cleveland.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Holiday, it's hauled in by the Cavaliers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Now George, following Ray Allen's 3-point attempt.
And this is a rookie who can hit from there. George will be a very capable 3-point shooter.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA's 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003. Soon back on stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And yes, it's good. Dunleavy's got 5.
How about the touch on that shot? That is tougher than it looks, folks.
Holiday surveying the floor. Banchero grabs the board. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Allen. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Nash against Holiday. George makes a 2-pointer. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And 11 points for George.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Allen outside. And it's off from 3-point range. It's George on the wing. Allen defending. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Dunleavy for 3. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
They take on a team they knocked out of the playoffs last season in the conference semis.
Great effort on the glass by the big fella. Nice work.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Just a bit ago, Rick Carlisle and I were able to chat. We discussed his plans for defending Donovan Mitchell, and he told me for as quick and athletic as Mitchell is, we can't allow him to get downhill. No free runs in the open court, no clear lanes to the bucket. And he added, that's not as easy as it sounds, but that is our goal. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. Now Nash. Paul George missing from long range. Allen outside. Here's the 3. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pacers leading by 3. Allen, a screen on Allen. Outside Holiday. for three. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
Yeah, by most standards, Drew Holiday is very selective with his three-point shooting, but boy, he can knock it down.
Now here's Nash. Still without a basket. Allen, that's good.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Some changes for Indiana. Isaac comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Jabari Walker subbed in for Bowen. And Holiday has it in the corner. Pass to George. There's the three. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And DB with Mitchell out there on the court, we have one of the most dynamic players in the NBA.
And Kevin, let's not forget one of the smartest as well. Donovan Mitchell played for Quinn Snyder early. He talks often about now understanding the game at a much higher level.
And it goes down 2 points.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
The Cavaliers trail by 5. 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Allen's shot is off.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Back to George. Fires it up. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 5 assists tonight.
Boy, bringing tremendous energy right now, and his teammates are absolutely feeding off it.
Now here's Nash. Hasn't made one yet. Nobody near Allen. Misses the three.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And Isaac throws it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
Here's Marbury, hoping to put that miserable performance against Miami behind him tonight. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
And to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Pacers. They lead by 7. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Indiana.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Kaminsky out there with Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Then it's Corey Brewer. And there's Rudy Fernandez. And it's Marbury in at point guard. Buries it from three-point range. Marbury's got 5 points so far.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Van Vliet kicks to Walker. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Walker's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers. Pass to Kaminsky. Here's Marbury. 5 points in the game. Lets it go from deep. Kaminsky misses.
We call that lockdown perimeter defense against an excellent three-point shooter.
Endures Rick Carlisle, now in his second stint, is the head coach of the Indiana Pacers.
But he is a basketball lifer, Kevin. Over 2 decades as an NBA head coach, he has seen it all. Remember the 2011 title win in Dallas. His guidance has been a key to this Pacers' recent success.
And it's Van Vliet with the ball for Indiana. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so the timeout here taken by Rick Carlisle. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Indiana. Siakam is checked in for Isaac. Owen comes in for Walker. And it's Paul George in for Richard Jefferson. Cleveland also making some changes. Banchero's checked in for Kaminsky. Dunleavy comes in for Brewer. And Allen subbed in for Rudy Fernandez. George looking over the floor. Siakam, a screen on Allen. And it's George missing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Marbury. No good from outside. Pacers leading by 6. Left side, George. Pass to Van Vliet. Here's Bowen. Back to Siakam. 6 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. George with the bucket.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Allen passes to Marbury. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
I like how assertive he was, making his presence felt on the interior.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton is so key for this team. He said, quote, I think the biggest pressure I've ever had in my entire life is from myself. When I'm at my best is when I'm having fun and really competing on a nightly basis. I have to show up every day with a smile on my face and bring my infectious personality. Back to you guys.
He sets the tone. Okay, Allie, thanks. Now, here's Peyton. Outside, George. Bowen the pass to George. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Dunleavy dishes to Allen. Pass to Marbury from outside the arc. They grab their own miss. Sampson kicks to Allen. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Over George. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
Here's Allen. Jared Allen making his last shot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's his first foul. Drew Holiday is checked in for the Pacers. Nash is checked in for Cleveland. Indiana leading by 9. George with the bounce pass. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Banchero passes to Nash. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Throw good, Nash. NGA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
And he makes all 3. And so it's Holiday with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the bucket started raining down.
Outside Holiday. Allen with the screen for Holiday. Bangs home the trifecta. Holiday's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
George, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 12, and they say in today's game, Doris, no lead is safe, and that's especially true when you're playing the Pacers.
The comeback kings we saw in last year's playoffs, Kevin. They conjured up some of the most remarkable turnarounds in NBA history and the most unprecedented run of game-winning shots we've ever seen.
Now, Banchero. Paul George missing from long range. Allen outside, lets it go with a three. Drops in the tray. Allen's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Cavs. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Holiday gets the bucket.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
And here's Nash. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. That's the Dunleavy. Shoots the three. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen. And so it's Cleveland with it. A 12-point game. Shot clock at 6. Dunleavy for 3. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
9 seconds left in the second quarter. Allen surveying the D. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's Indiana enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their work from beyond the arc has been to highlight a lot of threes, finding the bottom of the bucket. Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
I'm here with Coach Rick Carlisle. Coach, what's the message that you're going to deliver to the guys in the locker room?
You know, we just got to maintain energy. We're playing against a team that's a...
Thank you, Allie, for that. And, folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
They are just racking up the assists right now, playing for one another. Man, this is great.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep up this.
Okay, and now moving on. And that's all for us. Now it's...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
You've got Holiday. Bowen is out there with Pascal Siakam. And there's Jared Allen. And it's George in the two-guard spot. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half.
Looks like with George, you can just put it up there, and the young fella will go get it.
The Cavaliers trail by 17. Allen outside. Off target from three-point range.
Well, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
Bowen's shot is off. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And, Greg, what stands out most about Donovan Mitchell's game?
I think it's his consistency. He's a fearsome scorer pretty much since he set foot in the league. And with his pull-up game, he can get his shot off against anyone.
Outside, George. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got his 9th assist in the game now. Nash against Holiday. Pass to Allen. Launches a three. Buries the long-range jumper. Allen's got 12 in the game.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
George, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Holiday against Nash. Allen for the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Allen's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Allen a screen on Nash. Outside, George. Three-pointer. Sampson pulls it in. Sampson's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Allen for the three. Again, Allen missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That'll be his second foul of the game. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Nash outside. Pass to Dunleavy. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland moving the ball around. Allen, that's good.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Pacers leading by 12. Now here is Holiday. 9 points in the game so far. From downtown. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Launches it from deep. That doesn't go either for Allen.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Outside Holiday. Outside George. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Pass to Banchero. Nash with no one around. And the lead is down inside single digits. Nash has got 5 points now in the quarter. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for the Pacers. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Guys, back to you.
They're for real. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. The Pacers making a switch here. Van Vliet's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Jackson's checked in. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Indiana.
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
I think it's also important we mention the number of assists this group has tallied. Their offense continues to just hum along right now.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Jackson. Van Vliet with it. Allen with the screen for Van Vliet. 5 to shoot. From deep. Going. Good. Going's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's going to make you pay.
That's to Dunleavy. Now here's Chandler. A 3-ball. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Siakam screen on Nash. Van Vliet up top. Defended by Nash. There's the pick. Here's Bowen. A three-pointer, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 11. Pass to Dunleavy. Now here's Chandler. Covered by Van Vliet. Sampson, the pass to Banchero. No good on the triple. For Indiana, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4-10 on their shots in the second half so far. Allen with the screen for Holiday. Here's Bowen. He's guarded by Chandler. Siakam passes to Bowen. Latrey. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Back to Nash. That's good, and it's Banchero with the assist. And that's 10 points for Nash.
Really picked up a lot of assists in college. Banchero seeing those passing skills translate to the pros.
Now here is Holiday. 9 points in the game so far. Great defense that time from Banchero. Chandler outside. Sampson kicks to Nash. Pass to Chandler. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Siakam's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Holiday with the 3. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Indiana. And let's listen to head coach Rick Carlisle.
Keep working the game. Possession by possession.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Ilgauskas on the floor. Frank Kaminsky is out there at Brewer. Then there's Allen. And it's Marbury in at the point guard position.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
George against Allen. A 3. That shot misses. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Kaminsky is screen on Van Vliet. Allen kicks to Brewer. A 3-pointer off the mark. And Indiana shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Pass to Van Vliet. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Zydrunas Ilgauskas. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Marbury passes to Ilgauskas. And it's sent back by Horford.
Al Horford's defensive abilities, that rim protection is exactly what you get nightly.
Peyton, he's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. And Cleveland with a change here too. Jackson, he's checked in for Brewer. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Marbury. No good with the triple. Pacers leading by 6. And here's George for 3. Nailed from 3-point land. George has got 11 in the second half. Marbury passes to Kaminsky. Jackson from long range. No good that time. And so George will bring it up for the Pacers. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Back to Isaac. Pass to George. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the right side. Here's Ilgauskas. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Horford.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Zydrunas Ilgauskas at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And Indiana making a change here. Allen's checked in. And Cleveland also making a change. Sampson's checked in. And he makes both free throws. Pacers leading by 7. Outside, Walker. Pass to Allen. Left block shot on the way. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Isaac against Ilgauskas. 6 to shoot. Here's Marbury. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. They led by as many as 18 points.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Such a wide open look. George has got 6 in the quarter.
And it's great to see George putting it all together now, a sign of things to come.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Ilgauskas. Here's Sampson. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Jackson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's off on the first. And some changes here for the Pacers. Siakam is checked in for Isaac. Bowen comes in for Walker. And it's Holiday in for Gary Payton. And the second free throw, good. Pacers leading by 9. Outside Holiday. The shot by George, wide open. And the 3 off target. Cleveland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Here's Dunleavy. Puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Allen's got his 16th rebound on the night. Now George. Holiday outside. Jumper is off.
Boy, that was his shot to miss. This guy's a terrific mid-range shooter.
Allen outside. Clock at 6. Here's Banchero. Takes the 3. The 3 goes down.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Here's Holiday. Paul George. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, guys. Well, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson as he talked with his team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
And Allie, thanks so much. Nash against Holiday. He's off from 3. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
George. Now Holiday. Outside, George. Tries it from 19. Not that time. It won't go.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Allen outside. Now Dunleavy misses the 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it. And
good, another from 3.
He's scorching hot. Another 3.
And he's approaching the franchise record for 3s in a game. And Nash, here we go. Allen fires. No good from 3.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Here's Holiday. Launches it. Knocks down the 3.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
That's another rebound. He holds in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win.
Coming up next, lots of basketball-savvy vets on the floor tonight, Grant. These guys know the game inside and out.
Well, the IQ is so high on both sides. You know, B.A., you expect to see lots of intelligent play, and I always get excited to see teams with this much experience.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. They've got DeMarcus Cousins, Jason Tatum out there with Brandon Pajemski, and it's Sanders in at the four-man position. Now here's Pajemski. It's Pajemski on the wing. Shot clock at 6. 18 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses. Now here's Dunn. Outside Love. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Dunn's shot is good.
You know, this is something Dunn's trying to work on, firing off the catch, becoming more fluid, a little less robotic.
And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And last season, the Warriors had their most success playing a small ball lineup, Grant.
Well, they more than held their own on the backboards in defending the paint. But you knew they'd look to add some size this summer.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him about what could tip the balance in their favor tonight, and he said, quote, when Kristaps Porzingis is operating at a high level, it opens up their entire offense. The key for us is to keep Porzingis from having a major impact. If we can do that, it'll be our game to win. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Buries it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Pajemski. Cousins with the screen. Here's Young. And the Warriors miss again.
3 misses in a row. Still looking for their first bucket.
They set the pick. Dunn, the pass to Love. Cousins with the steal. And here's Pajemski. Looking at his stats, he's putting up about 7.5 per game. Pass to Young, looking to end the run. Here's Cousins, and the layup is good off the glass.
Boy, the 5th time's the charm. That's a big basket there.
The Clippers lead by 7. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. And it's Love missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Cousins. From the arc. Rebounded by Dunn. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Chandler. Now Love. Here's Dang. He's scoreless. Clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Rebounded by Cousins. Cousins has got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Pajemski. High post. Cousins. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It goes on Chris Dunn.
And, you know, when Cousins is healthy now, this guy is a quality player. He's a big man that has a lot of versatility.
Well, Clark, for over a decade now, the Clippers have essentially been a staple in the postseason.
Yeah, B.A., they sure have been. They've only missed the playoffs twice since 2012. Staying competitive during that stretch, despite a great deal of roster turnover and some major injuries to deal with as well.
Here's Battier, outside Love. Here's Dang. Pass to Chandler. Here's Battier. Here's Dang. Guarded by Young. Love for 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Cousins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Young. Back to Pajemski. Here's Tatum. Good on the shot.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Dunn. Outside Love. Dunn outside. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Battier drains the triple. Battier's got 6.
Outstanding long-range shooting here early. They already have hit multiple shots from downtown.
Bring music, scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Johnson, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Ivy comes in for Dunn. Howard's checked in for the Warriors. Irving comes in for Pajemski. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. Ivy against Irving. Rebound by the Clippers. They're coming off a win against the Nuggets.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Boy, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Just 4 to shoot from deep. Johnson rebounded by Cousins. Cousins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Irving looking around. Pass to Cousins. Now here's Howard. Cousins with the screen. 3-pointer. The rebound by Chandler. The Clippers lead by 7. Ivy with the ball. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Cousins with the steal. Down low. Here's Tatum. And he can't get that one. Johnson with the defensive effort. Here's Dang. And the Clippers miss again. Warriors trail by 7. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Back to Howard. This one for 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Now Love. What a tremendous game he played against Denver. The 3 is up. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And that does it for the first quarter. The Clippers on top, up 4. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
So on the floor for Golden State to kick off the second quarter. They've got Kyrie Irving, and it's Randolph in at power forward. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Back to you.
And looking to protect it. All right, thank you, Allie. Smith's good.
Yeah, what a feed from Ivy. These are the type of passes you love seeing from him.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Irving, the pass to Roden. Now here's Irving. Ivy defends. Shot clock at 5. From the wing. Irving, no good.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Inside, here's Smith. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And now a 6-point Clipper lead.
Great use of the screen. That's how you practice it and draw it up.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. And here we can check out the story for Kevin Love. Here's Randolph. Still without a bucket. There's Tatum with the 3. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 4 rebounds now. Grant, the Clippers were finally healthy in the playoffs last season, but it still wasn't quite enough.
Yeah, but they gave us a dramatic 7-game series against the Nuggets, who then went on to push OKC to 7 games. So even if it wasn't the outcome the Clips wanted, still a heck of a season.
Here's Pajemski, following the 3-pointer by Los Angeles. Outside Tatum. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Tatum's gotten his second bucket.
This team looks to him to score the ball. They feel good when he's taking the shots.
Dunn outside. Outside Love. 6 to shoot. The 3. The shot by Dunn, no good. Warriors trail by 7. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Young. Now Tatum. A leaner. It's Tatum working inside.
Excellent execution down there. Tatum looking to attack from this area whenever he can.
Chandler, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Ivy comes in for Johnson. All right, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and see the teams who have been dominating the board since the All-Star break. 5th, the Clippers.
Incredible rebounding numbers since the break. They've put in a lot of effort on the glass.
And here's Ivy from the arc. Here's Chandler, and he goes in for the dunk.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
Here's Abdul Rahim. No points so far. Pass to Young. Shoots. And again, it's Golden State. Los Angeles leading by 5.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now here's Dunn. Here's Love. It's blocked. Outside Pajemski. On the take. Grant, you are a Hall of Fame small forward, so you know a bit about the position. What's key in excelling at the 3?
Well, BA, you have to be able to space the floor. We almost never see a 3 or even 4 who can't make 3s. And on the other end, lots of times you're matched up with quick guards.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Warriors making a change here. Cousins is checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Los Angeles leading by 4. Battier passes to Dunn. Here's the pick. Outside Love. Pass to Chandler. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
First in steals. And you have to admire at how hard they go in transition. They rank 3rd in the league in fast break points. This is a team you can't afford to give any space to in the open floor.
Ranking number 1 in steals. This team gets after it on the defensive end. They aren't afraid to take chances and go for opportunities to take the ball when they see them. Tatum! Money from deep. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Left side Love. Rebounded by Cousins.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
To the paint. It's stolen by Love. Here's Battier. Defended by Pajemski. Battier no good. Golden State with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Well, the effort they've shown on defense has been infectious. Everyone on this team continuing to jump at opportunities to come away with steals.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And it's tied up with that one. That one's no good.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Pass to Battier. Love for 3. Connects from downtown. Love's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game. Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
To the inside. Here's Dang. Yet to see a basket. Dunn outside. Just 5 to shoot. From about 16. Can't get it to drop. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's Los Angeles leading by 3. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks. Well, Coach Lou, what stood out to you about your team's first half performance?
Just playing too casual, playing too cool. You know, we can't play cool. We got to take care of the basketball, get back in transition, do everything harder. They made some adjustments against our defense, so now we're going to come out and make an adjustment ourselves, so we'll be fine.
Okay, turning it up a notch. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
Gotta get these fellas some allergy medicine. They're clearly allergic to the paint, and it's a problem.
Aren't you sponsored by an allergy medication?
Not yet, and not one that can fix this.
And this might be a good time to check out the power rankings coming down the stretch.
Well, I think for the Warriors, what you see is what you get. And we aren't seeing much from them.
Yeah, they've got some nice pieces on their roster, but the lack of firepower to make any real noise, at least this year, it seems.
Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Man, we've seen Kevin Love really having a great game.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
We've got Kevin Love, and it's Chandler in at center. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. There's Tatum with the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Love's got 6 rebounds in the game. Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Dang. No made baskets yet. Pass to Chandler. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Draymond Green's talked about his mind for the game. He said, I've never been the tallest or the fastest. We all have gifts. My IQ is a gift that was enhanced by great coaches. I was taught the game properly, so I'm very fortunate and extremely thankful to the coaches that I've had in my life. Guys, back to you.
Paying tribute. All right, thank you, Allie. Oh, that's good.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Man, we've seen Kevin Love really having a great game.
With the perimeter D struggling to stay connected to him, they're getting bombarded.
This is how the West looks with just 3 games left until the playoffs begin. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Now in second. They look to be in terrific shape moving forward. And checking out Golden State. Quite a bit of space between these two.
Well, I think for Golden State, when you look at their roster, they're talented enough to turn this thing around. But so far, the season has not come together for them the way people predicted.
Yeah, that's the sense you get, isn't it? I mean, the important thing is that they don't panic here. Stick to the basics and work out of this slump without trying to do too much at one time.
Dang. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Golden State. 8-point game. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. examine the distribution between threes and twos tonight for the Clippers.
And they've been very balanced offensively, looking like a well-oiled machine that is producing exactly the kinds of looks they want.
The Clippers lead by 6. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Right side, Love. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Love's got 14.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And here's Podziemski. 6 on the shot clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Offensive rebound. Another shot. Yep, that one goes. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Done with it. Love for 3. Pass to Battier. Dunn outside. Love for 3. Tries to keep it alive. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Warriors. And let's see which teams have been unwavering at the free throw line since the All-Star break. The Clippers, number 1.
Ever since the break, they've been shooting with great confidence from the line, and their numbers reflect that.
Warriors trail by 6. Now Podziemski. Pass to Young. To the middle. Here's Cousins. The rebound by Chandler. Chandler's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. And there's a pick. Right wing. Love for 3. Nails it from 3. Love's got 17 points.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 11. Fires the 3. They swipe it. Here's Battier, pounded by Tatum. Chandler the pass to Dunn. Now Love. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. Here's Chandler. And the shot falls short that time. Warriors trail by 9. Outside Tatum. Now here's Podziemski. Pass to Cousins. The 3-ball. The Clippers grab the miss. Love's got rebound number 8 now. Battier passes to Dunn. Outside Love. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Warriors have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw's good. Young. And both free throws good for Young. 1:56 left in the third. Los Angeles leading by 7. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer, no good. Golden State has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Greg.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court. And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Pass to Deng. Left side Johnson. Don outside. There's a screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smits. Offline with a 3. Warriors trail by 7. Outside Pajemski. Now Irving. Here's the 3. Sends it home from three-point land. Irving's got his first 3 points of the game.
A player who can hit from range and make it look effortless. Kyrie is that guy.
He shoots it. The Clippers grab the miss. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Johnson. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. That shot off the mark. Golden State has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Irving. And so far, he's averaging 7 points a game. And here's Cousins. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Clippers on top. They lead by 4. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And now let's listen in to Ty Lue in the huddle.
Keep trusting, all right? First half, the ball's moving. We got to keep the ball moving. Can't go one-on-one individual. We got to keep the ball moving. They can't stop moving the ball, drive it, kick it. We get anything we want.
Well, their offense is stagnating a bit here in the second half.
And he's right. Too much isolation. Move the ball. Good shot to great shot.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. We've got Jason Tatum. Daniel Tice is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Randolph in at the power forward position. Here's Tatum. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Jason Tatum attacking with no hesitation on offense. And this is exactly what his coach, the fans, and we want to see from that young fella.
Here's Smits. Outside Love. Ivy with the ball. Pass to Smits. Lets the 3 fly. Randolph grabs the miss.
He was wide open. That miss clearly on him.
Here's Roten. Tice finds Irving. Here's Randolph. Outside Irving. Launches it from deep. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Oh, here's Love with the jam.
Well, you know, he may be a bit undersized at the 4, but he makes up for it with his athleticism.
Irving, the pass to Tatum. 3-pointer off the mark.
He managed to knock down 1 triple in the first half, but nothing since then.
Pass to Smits. Left side, Love. Now Murray, pounded by Tatum. It's stolen by Tatum. There goes Tatum, taking it all the way.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Chandler, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Daniels comes in for Johnson. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He told his guys to stay after it, to not get complacent and lazy with this lead. He wants them to keep adding to it. We'll see if they're able to do it, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Now here's Irving. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Again, the Warriors score.
And that's how you move the ball, putting the defense in a really tough spot.
Outside Murray. Pass to Love. And here's Ivy. To the paint. Stripped it away. On the wing, Tatum. Outside Irving. To take the lead. Nails it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
Really a great job in this one, forcing the issue defensively. Great quickness and discipline combined, making ball handlers very uncomfortable.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
So it's the Warriors now, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Daniels with it. Irving picks him up. Here's Ivy. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
No shortage of big games in Ivy's college career. Big-time shot for him right there.
On the wing, Tatum. Rebounded by Love.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
On the wing, Ivy. He's guarded by Irving. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
You know, he's run that set a lot, even in his college days. Ivy's aware of every option he has in the pick and roll.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Outside Pajemski. Cousins down low. There's the block. Now done. Love outside. Jacks up a three. Young with a rebound. Warriors trail by 6. Outside Pajemski. The offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Now here's Dunn. Love. Misses the three.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Oh, got a piece of it. It's stolen by Love. Here's Dang. Guarded by Young. Oh, the lead pass. Great dish.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Golden State has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Oh, he jammed it!
What he lacks in height, he certainly makes up for with his bounce.
And that one misses. The Clippers lead by 6. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup!
So Kevin Love certainly one of the best passing big men in the league.
The Warriors have gone 5 of 11 so far in the fourth. Cousins down low. Oh, he misses the layup.
Aggressive mindset, but the defender just as determined to send him away empty-handed.
Love outside for three. Ooh, the shot misses.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Young outside. Takes a three. Rebounded by Love. And here's Dunn. So the Clippers win it. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger.
Thank you. Kawhi, you guys really...
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Coming into Miami. So here we are toward the end of the regular season, the stretch run, if you will. What are you looking for, Jim, around the league at this particular portion of the schedule?
I think the first thing is who's healthy at the right time of the year, and then who has expanded their roster and their rotation, because depth to me is as important as anything else as you head into this important part of the regular season.
Depth important, and probably, would you agree, the hardest thing to really capture?
Very difficult. Coaches need to have trust in their roster. It's awfully difficult to get coaches to go more than 8 or 9 deep.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Livingston is out there with Smith. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. Then there's Jaren Jackson. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the small forward. And Thompson throws it down.
Letting the guy sneak by for a putback off a free throw. That is inexcusable.
And Jackson throws it down.
Determined Jackson Jr. there through the contact.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Eric Spoelstra and I got a chance to catch up for a bit. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Thompson. Jacks up a three. Thompson misses. Well, this league has some of the world's best athletes. But Asar Thompson, like his brother Amen, Tim, they're on another level.
Yeah, this guy has a top-tier burst and relentlessness to make things happen. He's already a stopper at the defensive end.
And here's Thompson after J.R. Smith getting his three to go. The screen from Thompson. The three, Richmond. It's good from long range. Richmond's got 9.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Now here's Jackson. Caldwell Pope finds Livingston. The Pistons working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Smith, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now here's Thompson. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Richmond with the bucket.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's see some of the numbers here for him. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Offline with his three. The Heat leading by 6. Now here's Henson. He's covered by Livingston. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Here's Hood Schifino. Now here's Thompson. To the inside. Outside for Richmond. Thompson outside. Clock is at 3.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
The shot by Thompson, no good. Pass to Jackson. And here's Livingston. Jackson with the screen. Livingston passes to Smith. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 4 assists now tonight.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Hood Schifino. Nothing on the board. Richmond with the bucket.
And really setting the tone early with their three-point shooting.
Livingston with it. Caldwell Pope left side. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Caldwell Pope's got his second bucket of the night. Now, here's Thompson. Richmond outside. From outside, off the mark. Caldwell Pope dishes to Jackson. Henson against Pirtle. Back to Livingston. Smith for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3. You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skill.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference.
He'd have gone 6 of 9, shooting well. Pass to Richmond. Fires for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Richmond's got 18 points in the game.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Screen by Pirtle. Smith right side. Lets it go. Detroit, no good that time either.
Yeah, he probably shouldn't have taken that shot there. The defensive intensity was all over.
The shot by Thompson, no good. So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to the Hornets.
Poor execution in that one. Not sure what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
Very few positives to take away from that game. I know it's one they're going to want to put behind them.
So it's Miami now after the missed 3 from Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Richmond no good. Caldwell Pope kicks to Livingston. Pass to Smith. Launches it. Oh, my! He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. It's going to go on Mitch Richmond. Alinari, he's checked in for the Pistons. Simmons comes in for Caldwell Pope. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for Miami. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
The key when you go into a hostile territory is play with a purpose and stay true to your game plan. That's what they did.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Iverson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Good ball movement here by the Heat. The Heat need to get a shot off. And again, it's the Heat missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Livingston. Still yet to score. From deep, Alinari. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. And it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Iverson up top. He's covered by Livingston. Count it.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. The Pistons on. Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Volanos. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
And what about the collective effort so far from distance? Their shooters have been on point there.
Al Farouk Amino is out there with Jackson. Then there's Allen Iverson. Then there's Eric Dampier. And it's Sprewell in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Pass to Sprewell. And a miss there on the triple. Pistons leading by 4. Now Finley. Dick in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Sprewell, the pass to Jackson. From the arc. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Simmons looking it over. Pass to Dick. Back to Simmons. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Here's Finley. Dampier pulls it in.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Aminu, the pass to Jackson. Back to Aminu. Now Iverson lets the three fly, and it's Wagner with the rebound. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. It's Dick on the wing. No good on the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Aminu dishes to Dampier. From deep, Iverson. Oh, Iverson showing range.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
And so the timeout here by J.D. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Simmons. Smith on the wing. From about 19 feet. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. Pass to Hood, Shafino. Shot clock at 6. Back to Aminu. Richmond for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Detroit's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
The 3, Richmond, and the rebound goes to the Pistons. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, they gave us great matchups a year ago. Hopefully, that's the case again now. Well, after lighting it up from deep in the first quarter, they have quieted him down.
Sinks the three-pointer. Richmond's got 21.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Smith for 3. Here's Pirtle. And Henson sends it back. Richmond outside. Down low. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Here's Caldwell Pope. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Henson, a screen on Smith. Pass to Richmond. Over Smith. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Back to Smith. The 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Thompson's got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. High post, Henson. Pass to Aminu. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Hood-Schifino. Off target with his 3. Pistons trail by 3. And here is Simmons. Smith outside for the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
Thompson, he's checked in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Livingston's checked in. Richmond for 3. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And Hood-Schifino pulls it down. The Heat leading by 3. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Thompson, high post. 3-pointer. And there's Mitch Richmond on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got assist number 5 here tonight.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Jackson, a screen on Richmond. Smith for 3.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
And so it's the Miami Heat with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Greetings, everybody. Before we delve into the first half analysis, let's bring you up to speed and, as we always like to clarify, the power rankings combine the standings with teams' momentum at present. Turning back now to our game, lots of positives in that first half for the Miami Heat.
Well, they've been the more measured team, passing up good shots.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Mitch Richmond in this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. They've got Livingston. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Jaren Jackson. Then there's J.R. Smith, and it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. Pass to Hood-Schifino. Here is Richmond, covered by Smith. Henson, a screen on Smith. Richmond for 3, and again, Miami with the triple. And Greg, everyone talks about the importance of basketball IQ. Can you win in the NBA with a low IQ team?
Boy, it would be tough. I mean, there's a reason younger teams typically don't win at the highest level. But you need to take those lumps and get that experience and learn from those lessons.
And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Pass to Henson. That one goes. Count it. Henson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
while getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Basket good.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And it's Livingston with the ball for Detroit. 11-point game. It's off to Boston for him after this game as they take on the Celtics. That'll be the second of this two-game road trip. They get the rebound, and Jackson throws it down hard.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
Well, defensively, you've got to put a body on him. That guy will ruin you on the offensive glass.
And you love how Jackson Jr. has responded to setbacks and injury in his career. He doesn't get discouraged, just makes him work harder.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Jim, one of the most dangerous scorers in the NBA, Devin Booker.
Well, he is smooth, Kevin. He makes it look easy, but developing that kind of offensive skill set is anything but.
Miami leading by 8. Richmond outside. Offensive rebound. Out to Thompson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Jackson passes to Pirtle. Now Livingston takes the three. And it's Miami with the rebound. Thompson's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Richmond outside. Fires the three. Connects again from distance.
He's scorching hot. Another three.
And he's approaching the franchise record for threes in a game. Pass to Smith. Beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And the Heat, another three.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
Caldwell Pope outside. That drops and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Caldwell Pope's got 10 points in the game.
Mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Iverson's checked in for Miami. Simmons checked in for Detroit. Thompson outside. Allen Iverson on the wing. Thompson outside. Pass to Hood, Schifino. Heat moving the ball around. Iverson, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooting.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Jackson, he's checked in for Iverson. Pistons trail by 11. Bounce pass Livingston. Jackson finds Simmons. Here is Livingston. Simmons inside. It's up against Thompson. Simmons' shot is good. Simmons got his third basket of the night right there. Here's Hood Schifino. He has yet to score.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Pass to Simmons. Jackson looking around. 5 on the clock. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And Thompson kicks to Jackson. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Jackson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Livingston. And here's Jackson. Now here's Simmons. This one for three. Rebounded by Jackson.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
On the wing, Jackson. And it's Miami with another.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Outside, Jackson. Back to Livingston. Caldwell Pope finds Livingston. Simmons against Thompson. Bertle, the pass to Jackson. Caldwell Pope for three. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Thompson in the corner. And Thompson slams it home.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Livingston with it. Scoreless thus far. Here's Simmons. Detroit, no good that time either.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks, and then D up.
And so it's... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. They've got Gigi Jackson. Richmond is out there with Allen Iverson. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu. And it's Dampier in at the center. That's the group in the game for the Heat. Pistons trailed by 19. Gallinari dishes to Simmons. Kept alive. Smith the pass to Gallinari. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Smith. There's the triple. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his fourth assist with that last one here tonight. Iverson kicks to Aminu. And here's Jackson. Gallinari covering. Simmons against Richmond. Basket counts. Richmond's got 42 in the game.
And he has led the attack for them the entire game, and now he's trying to get them to the finish line.
Gallinari surveying the D, and they double up Simmons. Dick finds Smith. Off target from outside. The Heat leading by 18. Outside Jackson. Pass to Dampier. To the paint. Lays it up off the glass. Richmond's got 44.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And the Heat making a change here. Henson's checked in, and a switcher also for Detroit. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Gallinari. Smith outside. Poeltl sets the pick for Simmons. Smith outside. Lets it fly. It's a very good look and converts. Smith's got 23 points.
Well, I'm telling you, he is doing absolutely everything he can out there. He's just not getting enough help.
Richmond no good. Pistons trail by 18. To the middle. Here's Simmons, and it's sent back by Dampier. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, another turnover. The guys on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
And Miami making a change here. Aminu's checked in. Dick in the corner. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Heat leading by 18. And it's Aminu in the corner. Good ball movement here by Miami. Back to Iverson. Aminu with the screen on Smith. There's Jackson with the three. Rebounded by the Pistons. Smith, feeling it out a bit. Wagner with a screen for Dick. And it's off from three-point range. And here's Aminu. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. And he makes good on the layup. And the Heat lead by 20.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Hurdle with a screen on Richmond. Simmons passes to Smith. Detroit, no good that time either. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. With 3, Richmond. Detroit with the rebound. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Smith. Simmons passes to Smith. Pass to Pirtle. Nice use of the glass on the finish. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that make.
Wow. Smith outside. So, Tim, in the past, it's always been accepted that the veteran-laden teams would have an edge. But I don't know if we're seeing that as much now. What do you think?
Well, I think you used to see a lot more continuity with rosters across a number of years. But nowadays, much shorter contracts means you have teams that evolve and change more regularly than ever before.
Almost feels like you got to be more nimble as a franchise than ever before.
You absolutely have to have much more forethought because you keep these groups together for a shorter period of time.
Thompson outside. Henson in the corner. Tries again. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Miami.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And this is something Simmons loves to do. He's all for trying to get his teammates going.
Jackson deciding where to go with it. Pass to Dampier. Here's Sprewell. There's Jackson with the 3. A putback. It's good on the putback.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
What a great performance. They have given the fans their money's worth.
Dick passes to Simmons. Over Iverson. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Dick. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Iverson. Pass to Sprewell. Oh, good on the triple. Outside, Simmons. Now Wilson. 11 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Ben Simmons. Assist from Dick.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight, dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best.